Because like I said, some of you made one mistake. Some of you have multiple baby daddies, and you made the mistake over and over and over. Men are not the problem. Another one, not even saved, with laughing emojis. And I'm not going to talk about anyone's physical appearance because we have to keep it Christian-like. We have to keep it Christian-like. But when you see some of these women who are responding to things that they are responding, the first question a lot of times is, how did you even get a baby daddy? You get what I'm saying? Some of them just talking like they so top flight and this, and I'm like, ma'am, you are nothing. You appear to be nothing like what you claim to be and say to be. So I don't even know how you suckered a man into even letting go like that. Not even saved. And some of these women would be blessed and lucky to have their number saved in someone else's phone. Because due to the mistakes and decisions that you make, I don't want to talk to you. You're not my type. I can sit back and clearly investigate you and see how you treat people, how you talk about people. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I would never tie myself to that woman. Next one. Who? It's not saved. What do you mean who? What do you mean who? I'm talking about the person who's between your legs. What you mean who? It wasn't Casper the Ghost. You're not Mother Mary. You didn't just miraculously have children. What you mean who? We're talking about the man who, I'm about to say something crazy, but we're talking about the man who got all your goods. That's who. The one that you willingly gave it to. So none of you look like you're in a position of power to me right now. I look at you now and I look back at you. I'm reading these comments and you think that you're clowning men, but I just look at how foolish you all look. Like you're sitting here clowning on something or somebody that you made the decision to be with. And you're so disrespectful and ignorant with some of these responses. You're so selfish that you don't even understand how you're talking about your children's father in front of everybody. I'm telling you, bro, my people are toe up. And you're on here proving why a good man should not, at this point, come behind this man and scoop you up. When I see things like this, it screams, leave her where she's at. Leave her right there in that mess. To be depressed about it on her own, to cry about it on her own. Don't you scoop her out of that mess. You sit there, you let her suffer in that mess. Because she hasn't learned her lesson. She's still not willing to be a helpmeet to a good man that she meets. She's still willing to tear things down when they don't go her way. Leave her where she's at. The next one, it's not in the phone at all. The next one, his name. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Oh, and let me state for the record, I'm no one's baby daddy. So I don't feel, I know how women love to, well, that's probably because you, silence, zip it, silence. I have no baby mothers. I have no baby mamas, and I am no one's baby daddy. This is coming from just clean, biased opinion on when I see these things. I just know how they look. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I hate the way that my sisters throw around the terms baby daddy, baby daddy, baby daddy, baby daddy. I'm telling you, every time I hear that term, it's an admission of failure. That's all that it is. Every time I hear, bro, baby daddy, let me tell you something as a woman, bro. Let me tell you ladies something. Let me tell you ladies something. And this isn't to tell you this just so you can go run and do it to say you did it. But let me tell you something, women. There is respect. There is power. There is a difference in the feeling of when out of your mouth, women, you utter the words baby daddy or your husband. Baby daddy versus, I'm telling you, baby daddy versus husband. And the reason I say this, as a man, you can hear the term baby daddy. That could sound like you don't even know if that dude is around. You don't know how often he comes around. You don't know if he's fighting for his family. You don't know if he's defending his family. Does he defend his children? Is he ready to show up at school when his children are getting picked on? Is he ready to show up for his baby mama if something ever happens for her? You don't know that. You don't know what you're dealing with. You could be dealing with someone who is absent altogether. But let me tell you something, ladies. For your protection, let me tell you something, ladies. When you utter that word husband, now a man knows, oh, she's spoken for. She has someone who's going to fight for her. She has someone who's going to go to war for her. She has someone who may give his life for her. See, you're dealing with something different. You're dealing with a whole different classification. It's almost like finding out, oh, this woman has money. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they'll treat you differently as a woman with money rather than a woman who is poor and has no one to back her up or defend her. You're being looked at differently out here in this world. You're not spoken for. You're not protected. You're not covered, as the Bible calls and considers it. You're not covered. You're naked. And I don't care about your baby daddy who acts like your husband. He's lying to you. If he loved you like that, he'd put a ring on it. You understand what I'm saying? He'd marry you. You would be called by his name. And see, the Bible already tells us we're going to face times where our women are going to be outnumbered to the men. 7 women to every man. You're going to be tweaking to find a man. You're going to tell, this is what the Bible says. You will say, I will pay my own bills, buy my own clothes, cook my own food. I just want to be called by your name. See, women can be sidetracked and lied to by social media and everything that's going on online. But the devil is just tricking all of y'all out of your position. You have good women out here who would be a good, sweet woman to a man, but they dress like a prostitute. And you want men to look past your prostitute costume and look for the princess that's buried deep down inside. I'm here to tell you, men are not going to take the time to do it, baby. They not. They're going to try to bust you up and get your goods from you. And if you're halfway decent, just keep you around on some mind game type stuff. But to take the time to separate you from everyone and to only focus on you, you're not going to get it. Because you're dressed like the rest of them. I don't know who told y'all that men like women who's dressed like prostitutes. I don't know who told y'all this. No, men like to have sex with women who are dressed like prostitutes. And yes, some ducks, some simps out here see women who are dressed like prostitutes and say, wifey, ooh, wifey. But they don't mean that. They just mean that they are extremely sexually aroused by your outfit. That's what that means, ma'am. Your outfit, you're showing me some buns, you're showing me some cheeks. So based off of my lust and based off of the blood flowing and rushing to my private parts right now, I'm telling myself I would love to wake up to her every day. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. But that brain that's attached to that woman, the mind, the spirit, the personality, the Jezebel personality that's attached to that woman, you can't look past the booty. Ask her what type of music she listens to. You're gonna find out who she is. You're gonna find out what she expects from you. You're gonna find out who she thinks she is in her delusional mind. Go ahead. One woman says her baby father's name is saved as Flunky. So you have to be a flunky as well. And you have to be a bigger flunky because he may be somewhere right now knowing he's a flunky trying to better himself. Whereas you're sitting here online thinking that you're the better person because you're speaking about your children's father. Just not knowing you are still exhibiting flunky behavior. You get what I'm saying? See, I'm not saying that all of these men are not what you all are saying that they are, but all I'm saying is a lot of you are proving to be the same, if not worse, and don't even know it. See, that's the biggest thing about That's one of the biggest things I love about understanding and knowing the word of God and having the spirit of God and discernment, is that a lot of people tell you truths and don't even know it. All the time. People tell me truths about themselves and don't even know it because they don't even know what they have revealed. Sometimes people say things thinking that it's cute, thinking it's this, thinking it's that. And you sitting there just like, yeah, point taken, right then in my notes. That's why I never understood how people cheat with people and then try to make someone who they were cheating with their main old man or their main old lady. Now you're going to do that after you seen the things that this person is capable of. Now you're going to stress your mind every time they don't answer the phone, thinking of the things that they could potentially be doing because you know what they're capable of. Why would you put yourself in that type of predicament? We're not thinking, y'all. And that's because we let social media tell us what love is, what relationships are, rather than going to the word of God, rather than going to your creator. Bro, if I have an issue with my car, my brand new car that I bought, I'm going to bring it back to the dealership. I'm not going to bring it to a used tire shop and something's wrong with my motor. Why am I going to go to a used tire shop? Who cares what their opinion is? You don't know about motors. You know about tires. I'm going to go back to the source, to the creator, and say, how is this thing supposed to run? How is this supposed to look? Something doesn't feel right. And because he's the creator, he's going to tell you, yeah, it's not right at all. This is how it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be. You got to change this, fix this. So why are you all running to everybody except the true and living God? Why are you running everywhere except the Bible to find out what you're supposed to be doing? One woman says, I call him kid's father. I guess. But see, I want you to name him what his name was at the height of you all's relationship, not at the bottom when you're trying to embarrass him. What was his name? What did you refer to him as the height? What do you refer to him as at the height of your relationship? Come on, why his name isn't saved as Pookie Bear? Huh? Huh? Cuddle Buddy? Huh? My wintertime tool. You know, why don't you say these names as what you called him and refer to him as at your best point? Why does now he have to take on a name of you looking at him as at his worst point? Like I said, I didn't see anybody come out and say, I call mine Rape a Man. Not once. I didn't see, not once. Not once. What you need to be naming him is willing participant. Or you need to name him game runner. Game runner. Why? Because you fell for that game, so that game must have been good. Get that man his props. Game runner. Mouthpiece master. See, y'all get all creative when y'all disrespectful. Y'all get real creative when y'all disrespectful. Come on. Be loving. Let's see how creative you are when you're loving them. Kid's father. No, it should have been named Mama's Toy. Mama's Boy Toy. That's what it should have been saved as in your phone. Mama's Boy Toy. Don't put it on them kids. Them kids didn't know a thing about that man. You knew, but you knew. I'm not just trying to talk crazy or disrespected about it, y'all, but y'all got to stop it. Y'all need to stop it. Grow up. Grow up, bro. Because a lot of y'all have multiple baby fathers that you disrespect all the same. So you are not the greatest decision maker. Another one says crab legs. I don't know what that means. I don't know if Jameis Winston is her baby daddy. I don't know. These are the last two, and we done. One said Lucifer. So who are you supposed to be? The bride of Satan? If your baby daddy is Lucifer, that proves to me you didn't have enough God in you to see it from the beginning. So you ain't right either. You're not right. You may be what the Bible refers to as foolish women being led astray. Paul warned about that. Some women who just fall for anything. And like I said, I'm not saying these things just to be disrespectful and go back at these women. No, I'm just playing devil's advocate. Whatever disrespect you're giving under this comment, under this post, I just want to say, look, equally, if you were to be given the same treatment, the same consequences of your actions, what would your name be? Because I know you, baby mom. I know y'all. Black women too. I know y'all. Y'all can sit up here and act as if you like the best mother, but listen, man, having a child does not make you a mother. Having a child does not make you a mommy. Having a child does not make you a good parent. Because the good women who have made bad decisions and chosen the wrong men and are moving forward, they're picking up the pieces. They're putting their head down and they're about to just fight and scratch and claw to get their life right. They're not in this comment section. They're not under this post. You know why? They're too busy correcting their mistakes. See, some people just want to talk about their mistakes as if that's going to elevate them. As if people are going to say, well, you right, so you not that bad. So, you have an excuse as to why you're not where you want to be. Or you have an excuse as to why you're not who you ought to be. Because you're dealing with this, you're dealing with that. That's lies and excuses, bro. If your baby daddy is Lucifer, you're Satan himself. You're the bride of Satan. The last one, and there's many more that probably added since then. I just screenshotted some of these comments so I could grab it and we could talk about this. But the last one says, in her phone, her baby daddy is saved as my kid's bull dagger dad. I don't know if that means like a dyke. But if your children's father is a bull, you chose this man. So at this point, you must be a lesbian in life. Your kids, listen, man. Listen, bro. I know I'm not here to talk about mess and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to be messy. I don't want it to be, because like I said, this is toxic behavior. The individual who made this post, I always see toxic posts being made just to get interactions and reactions from other toxic women. And women love that. Toxic women love it. Because I tell y'all all the time, bro, no one keeps black women single like black women. And no one's going to keep black women miserable like black women. No one. Y'all are going to sit there and entertain homosexuals knowing good and well you need one of them as a husband. You need one of them as a protector. You need one of them as a leader of the community to be protecting your family. But here you are, you have them in your closet trying on your pumps. And will cry to a homosexual about how they don't have a man. Do you see the irony in that? The devil is sitting back like, no, if I'm the devil, I am rolling on the floor laughing, bro. Like, look at them. What she needs is right in front of her face, but she can't even do anything with it because they are promoting for this man to be a homosexual. My kid's bull dagger dad. I'm just blown away at that. The amount of disrespect you had, but where was all this disrespect when you were laying on your back? Where was it? You didn't fix your mouth to say all of this then. Why? Because it was on a night where you thought you were feeling good, you thought you were looking good, and you thought you had finally came across someone who could match your level of cool, or who could match your level of whatever you thought you were. Because if you didn't think that they matched your level of that, you wouldn't have fooled with them back then. But you thought back then this person either looked good on your shoulder, you look good with this person, or this person would increase your status, or this person would increase, you know what I'm saying, your image, whatever you thought. Because you thought you were going to benefit from this in some type of way. Whatever you thought, where are all those beneficial things at now? So look, ladies, I'm going to just close. I'm going to just end in this, bro. The disrespect is uncalled for, bro. It's just extremely uncalled for. You got to grow up. When you do things like this, you think that you're like pointing. See, people think that you're going to read these comments and then some of these people who know who these baby daddies are, they're knowing, oh, they're talking about him. They talking about him. I don't know. And even if I did, it wouldn't matter. I'm looking at you in this comment section. No decent woman is doing this. So that's why I say a lot of times you're talking about people thinking that you're shaming someone, but you're only showing your own hand and showing how miserable you really and truly are. And you're showing your mistakes. That's why I say people who have, it used to be a shame to be pregnant in high school. I remember, dog, being pregnant in high school was like a death wish, son. Like once you were pregnant in high school, everybody saw that, everybody looking at you like, oh, you a freak or you this shit. It was embarrassing. I can only imagine how these children are walking around school nowadays. When girls got pregnant in school, sometimes they would have to switch schools to duck the embarrassment. People would hide the fact that they were pregnant and not married. Why? Because common sense told you it's not a good thing. It's a bad situation for the children. It's a bad situation for you as a grown adult because it's sinful. And it's out of order. And it's selfish. Every time you say the word baby daddy out of your mouth, every time you say the word baby mother out of your mouth, all you're saying is, I did not plan. I didn't plan. I failed at planning.